Yesterday afternoon, midday, we got a report of a very small leak on a water main here in the Accabee neighborhood. And so we came out, we investigated, and we found that it didn't look like it was going to be a big deal at all. We scheduled the work for later on, but as the day went on, that small leak became a deluge. A big giant chunk of a water main about 4 feet long, about 2 or 3 feet wide, blew out of the side of a 24-inch pipe. And with it came millions and millions of gallons of water and really flooded the whole area that you see around us here. And water seeks its own level, so it went downhill through the whole community, surrounding countless homes as it made its way down into the stormwater collection system a little farther down the road, a few blocks away from here. And so a lot of people are stranded in their homes, couldn't really get out. Unfortunately, they also lost water pressure too, and eventually lost water. About 250 people initially were out of water, but our crews luckily sprang into action to valve off the pipes and reduce that to about 55 people over the course of the first few hours. But we've buttoned up the main, we fixed the problem, and we're about to start filling it with water. Once we do that, it'll take a few hours to repressurize and test to make sure that water is totally safe for the community. At that point in time, people can turn on their water and return to normal. Now, of course, you're going to have a big giant hole in the street for a few days. We're going to fill that up with gravel and make it passable to traffic later today. And we'll come back a week, maybe 2 weeks time, and return the pavement to its original condition or better, and the sidewalks and everything else that was impacted around it. We're very grateful to the City of North Charleston because they're out here distributing bottled water to the customers who are out of water. You know, our water buffaloes are here in the community as well, but making sure that the community has water is always our top priority. And thankfully, everybody was able to spring into action in partnership and get that done to the best of our abilities. We put in additional valves. We put in one here today. We're going to put in some others around there. So if this main does have another problem in the future, the amount of people that will be out of water will be dramatically smaller than what we saw this time. It gives us more control in a crisis situation. So we feel like we're going to do everything to get it back to normal, and hopefully this will be an interesting story for people to tell in the neighborhood and a distant memory very soon.
Well, Michael, we appreciate Charleston Water jumping on this right away. When Councilman Brown and myself reached out and spoke last night on the condition itself, we didn't realize that it went from a small trickle into a major break itself. And so by talking to Councilman Brown, we went ahead and got in touch with the mayor, and we put a plan in place, you know, on the folks in the neighborhood, is getting them the potable water that what they need to drink. And also with Charleston Water was able to go ahead and provide us buffaloes so we can go ahead, if they needed water, to go ahead and flush the toilets and everything. But with the manner that Charleston Water is working, they're going above and beyond. And we're hoping to have water back in the resident, like you said, in about the next couple hours, but we're still going to continue to take potable water to folks to drink. Again, thank you, Michael, for what y'all do.
Thank you.
Thank you.